Welcome back to my lovely IHP community and the 5D collective, as we have been chit-chatting about being able to live the, for me, 5D mystic spiritual way. And it really makes me laugh to use all these words because it's always just been Maria, get to be yourself, yay. Okay, so the 5D mystic spiritual self-help, mindful living and loving for me began with me just being able to not have any disowned parts. And so I know my self-worth because I know that magic works through me. And I know this because I got to be raised with a child-centric environment. So my brain stayed open to knowing healthy self-worth boundaries. Also, I got to let go of when there were ruptures with my twin sister and I. So I have been determined to know what it's like to have fights and not be disowned. And I, in fact, did get disowned as a sister. And I got educated by the person called mother that it wasn't true, it wasn't happening. So learning that you're 14-month-old and that you're 8-year-old, because our child parts stay with us, the smart attachment, trauma information people, they share that. Therapists, they're all over the place, except for the stupid individuals who want to basically reign the world, thinking that Lucifer, evil, devils, demons. Okay, so that's the other fun part about being a mystic and an embodied divine feminine, and knowing already before becoming a mystic, hey, God, I don't see evil. I do see suffering. And then I got to get educated as I pursued my content creation, online marketing, online personal development career here. And really, it's the embodied Maria who wanted to already help people when I was an 8-year-old, and I just kept doing what my heart was knowing it wanted to do, and my mind wisely. So I don't have separation with my divine masculine, my divine feminine. It's all here. It's called a smart person, which is also why being yourself and speaking your truth is not going to make you afraid of losing someone that you love. No, because I'm loyal to the truth, and that truth is I get to be Maria and I don't need healing. So if you tell me you should be ashamed of yourself, no, says integrity. What you say doesn't matter at all. What I say matters, me, the human being called Maria with an inner child adult, none of this. So when I see fancy human beings in suits and people who want to talk to me about Lucifer, devils, demons, yeah, I know that I got this. I'm educated and I love learning. So I love intelligence, the true kind, not the stupid kind. There's no intelligence in intellect that disregards the ego's blindness, and the blind spots that you will always have are those that involve hurt that is not processed with mindfulness, living, and loving manners. So divine feminine knows that from nothing to everything, a new gown, and I'm using my lovely words, the impossible made possible. I've always known that we're all the same brothers and sisters, the same cloth, and then I just got to become this mystic word that means something to me. Simply, I have clairs. Science is people explain it. The special gifts, they're not special. They're my human makeup, meaning you can do it too. If you want to be yourself, though. If you don't, then you got fancy human beings in suits telling you that the system is set up to keep you trapped, and anyone who believes them doesn't want to go to the good modern therapists to get healed. Oh yeah, they don't believe that it's healing you. So here's what I know about stupidity, and I'm going to use the word out of the honor of those who choose to heal themselves and not be stupid, and actually to honor that which is unnecessary. In the year 2024, Lucifer would laugh, but then again I thought about it. No, Lucifer is happy that the fancy man in a suit telling you lack of imagination for evil is out there. Lucifer also is happy that there's a woman out there in a fancy suit who tells you that I'm going to brutally dissect modern therapy and healing and tell people that the system is setting you up to keep you trapped while you regurgitate on screen horrendous, monstrous stories. For example, ladies, oh, this one makes me laugh. Out of both of these people, I have to use them because really their fancy words are manipulable like at the back of my fucking hand when, excuse me, let me go get Denzel Washington, because see, I really don't enjoy the lack of intelligence at all. And I'm mastering more and more how to allow my divine feminine to continue to come through. Because see, Kali comes up anytime I have the capacity to be in the presence of anyone who's not saving that which I'm feeling. Let me out, let me out. And so sciences proves that which a heart that knows of my inner child with Jesus. You have a heart, like Pacha says to Cusco. There ain't no evil, God. Nope, human suffering, buttload of it. And today, anyone who refuses to go to therapy and wants torture chamber stuff or any of that, I'm not blaming Lucifer. So what I was saying is, I said yesterday he's laughing. Now I'm thinking about it. He's happy that he's got people who don't want to heal. Because that way they can perpetuate the silverbacks way, the unresolved trauma people. But I'm going to make sure they know they're not smart. Because see, if you want to act smart, be smart. Walk a walk and talk it. Don't be a regurgitation of data that means nothing. Because I can be fancy with my words too. So the only ones who are susceptible to manipulation, they're insecure. They don't own this. That's why they follow people that give them stories to make them think. No, they're all in their visceral. They're all on a high from a very low energy, which is the other part. They're not badass. They're fizzling out by the minute. Their sympathetic is on with a modulated embodiment. There's no smarts. I've seen them in my courses, by the way. So I don't enjoy being interrupted while I'm learning from smart people by the stupid people. But they're not stupid. They're just lacking the capacity to hear because their distorted ears want what it wants. And that's because people aren't defending what is right anymore. It's not anymore. We've always had stupidity. It's why ego never wins when it's blind. And that's what a divine feminine will know, one who knows about God. Because, again, Lucifer's the fallen angel, not the other way around. So any true angel, quote unquote, human being, they know about human kindness and goodness. Any person who wants to think of humanity as not kind, they've been hurt. They don't want to defend what's right. They want to defend what they like. So human suffering, they want to defend human suffering. And they got fancy people in suits, allowing them to follow them if they want. I'm not going with the fancy people in suits. I'm going with the smart ones. Because again, dumb people don't follow fancy people. We follow the logic and the heart. And you'll know the difference between an asshole who is a 7 of 14 grandiose, charming, because there's no evil there. Lack of imagination for evil makes my butthole laugh to the extent that I have no capacity to be. In fact, I chose not to continue academy for a reason. I don't want to talk nice to people that are dumb. I don't even want to talk to them really, and I'm pretty sure they won't want to talk to me. And I am stupid on one thing. I don't know how to do regurgitation. I didn't know how to do it as a teenager, but I do know the truth, and the truth is sweet because, well, spiritual process. It is a heightened level of abandon. You do not abandon life, yeah. In fact, again, God comes through every single one of the ones of us who embody the 5D frequency. It's not suffering. We don't talk about, I forgave. I went through so much pain. That's called romanticizing and dragging a pain point like the back of your hand to make it look magical. I'm going to say we don't need that. But then again, there are some who say fucking boring to be in well-being. So you get it. They want to be on a high with a Cusco attitude that has a squirrel. It's not impressive. It's not impressive, ego. You're not impressive. When you don't know how the straight jacket of your personality seeps through every single one of those words that come out of your mouth. So abandon the straitjacket of a personality that you created for yourself. No, a person didn't create it for their self. As Robert Sapolsky shares, they have a 3-year-old, and those first 3 years of life, your implicit memory. I found it hard to believe, say the stupid people. The smart people say, I'm going to go get good therapy, and I'm going to learn how to self-regulate, and I'm going to enjoy myself, because when you become conscious of your mortality, because you become alive and you don't do pseudo-alive business, which is a very yucky low energy, you will live the maximum zest. That's integration of the brain. It's restorative embodiment self, and that's what healthy self-worth people do. So we know how to see clearly because our ears aren't deceived by that which we like or don't like. We're not children that are being fussy about letting go, let it go, let it go, letting go of the fact that there is no perfection. So the ego, again, is blinded to control once more. But the ego of a smart person will be wise and playful because a smart person doesn't have this. So a smart person will head on over to heal after this one with Patrick Tiahan. If you really do care about loving and living, if you care to perpetuate some stereotype or, I don't know, some dragging of feet, we got plenty of people for that. There's a Zen master with laundry. There's a lady who says, I'm going to stay avoidant because I don't want to do mindfulness. I don't want to do journaling. And the therapist keeps saying, I'm doing a good job, so why should I keep going? Plus, all people are fucked up. So the lame-ass teenage excuse is what I call it, because that's the only time I thought stupidity was normal, because I thought we're teenagers, we're still learning about life. Now I'm a grown-up, and I see Pinocchio's wanting me to think that I'm stupid because I'm kind. And I say I'm not kind necessarily. I'm a person who's decent. It's called common courtesy. So when you actually know how to harness this lovely body of yours, it's because your body, your brain, and your whole system, they function at their best when you're joyful, exuberant, and ecstatic, because that is when you're not dampening the relationship to yourself. That was Sadhguru. Here's lovely Bezel. So he talks about when you start dampening your response to yourself, you also dampen the response to pleasure, sensuality, excitement, and connection. All the deep feelings at our core. The ones of us who don't dampen our response to people and to life, yes, we know all about the depth of amazement. So come on over if you do want to live a life that is full of love and life, not the stupidity. Yeah, leave the stupidity, the ones who want to keep on talking to you about Lucifer, evil devils, demons, and following the fancy men and women in suits that basically twist their words, but they don't present to you on screen anything except for one thing. It's sad to see a person, so the man who tells you that a man won't text us back, women, because once he's done fucking us, he feels contempt and disgust towards us women. Remember it. And then shame. We just don't know if the shame is towards their self, us, or whatnot. And I'm going to say therapy would be great for all of those men, women who feel that. And I told my college friends this. They said no. I said, I didn't tell them about therapy. I just said, you don't have to fuck people if you're miserable after it. You feel more lonely than before, you told me, so why are you doing it? Okay, so once I got to see people out on a dance floor do this, men acting like roosters, trying to get women who were after men who were not single but were with other women. And let me just say, I didn't notice to the extent of judging anyone. I just said, I don't know what they're doing, but that's just like a circus in town. I'm going to go dance and have a good time because I don't have this. I don't have insecurity. So the woman, on the other hand, where is it? So she presents herself as if she does have self-worth. And then you find out that every time she's ever fucked a man, apparently she thought of wedding bells and they didn't marry her. And now she informs women, I know you had to make it on your own, but please let him open the door. Please let him open the door. Yes, let you open the door for me. So at the end of the day, you can do this. Or you can do this, and this is way more fun. For those who don't want to go to therapy, they're not going to really like me. It's okay, though. I don't do what I do because I want to be liked. I know that there's 8 billion people out there, and I actually got disowned by my twin, and I found out it was not true. So my 14-month-old, she's ruled by this, and I love to have what's called self-confidence, for real, not pretend, which is why anyone who says, you should change, Maria, oh, you're so cute, Eric. No, you got a door though. You can go now. I didn't think this is not negotiable. I'm Maria. I love myself first. Don't you know that? Oh, so anyways, again, the buffoons, leave them alone. We get to make fun of them here at IHP. Tune on in for more and have a great one.